Hey everyone, so quick update on my additional mask that I had also got while the Kickstarter was running. I had originally ordered, let's see, the black one, I had the white one, and then I had the masks plates for the concrete and also the Galaxy one. As you guys know, I didn't like the Galaxy one, and I had repainted mine. So I'll show you guys. So when you first get them, they actually come with this little stand. Originally I had painted it to be the same color as my car, but I decided that it was too dark and it was too similar to the black. So I repainted it again, and so you guys can see it together. So now that's what it looks like. I repainted it. So it is 100% possible to actually repaint these, just so you guys know. I'm still not 100% done with this one because I still have to do a clear coating and then sand it down to make it really glossy. But if you guys want to color your faceplate, definitely you can. What's also really cool is Atmoblue definitely listens to their customers, and I had sent them an email to show them how I did mine, and they actually sent me a new one because the other one didn't turn out too great. But so they sent me another one that I can experiment with, which I'm really happy about. I'm pretty excited about this. I think I'm gonna probably do a red one. Let me know what you guys think. Should it be matte red or should it be glossy? And in case you guys want to do this with your own also, the concrete is probably a good choice to do this with, and possibly your black one if you get it. The white one is kind of like a glossy white, so I'm not sure how well that'll go over, but if you do that one, you could just use a type of silicone type paint that you can peel off and keep switching up as time goes by, which is really cool. But the other masks, so I want to show you guys. So the other one is very similar to the concrete. This is what I thought was pink, but after I got it in, you guys can see that it's actually more of a tan, like the concrete, with like a slight tint of pink, which is really, really important to know in case you are going to order this. It's actually not bad. It's not like a bright pink or a pastel pink or anything. It's like it's like a tan with a slight tint of pink. And if you guys can tell, it's even hard to get on the camera right here. So that's why the photos from the website doesn't really do it any justice. I will tell you that this is definitely material-wise similar to the concrete, design-wise similar to the concrete, and even on the inside it is still kind of like that solid color, which makes me believe that this one would definitely not wear down over time or lose its design, which is really, really great. So that's the first one right there. Second one is this one. So this is one of the other ones they actually had on their website. Atmoblue skin. Sorry, the box is a little bit beat up. But this one apparently is designed by Lissei Yang. I'm sorry if I completely butchered that name, but definitely one that is a glossy kind of tint to it. So right off the bat, you can see that it is a gloss to it, and it's a really nice finished gloss. No kind of ripples in it or anything like that. But the design, there's the design up close. In case you guys were going to order this one and wasn't sure what this design, because I sure didn't know what this design was, that's what it looks like up close. So there you go, right there. And sometimes when you deal with a lot of these kind of plates, you can see a lot of the digital print because it's not a high resolution that they put on there. But I was pleasantly surprised at how well this color was. On the inside, you'll notice that it is black underneath, so this is a coating paint over top there. And again, it's smooth. It's really, really smooth. So this one is actually, again, it was designed by, I think is the appropriate word, Lissei Yang and it is called City Twilight. Although I kind of think this looks more like ice, so it'd be kind of cool to wear during the winter. So these are the other masks, so you guys can see them ahead of time before you decide exactly which ones you want to order, especially since the Indiegogo one is not complete yet, and you can kind of still put in your orders right now for the additional plates. I went and got most of these plates because, one, I wanted to show them and see the different types and things like that, but also I have really bad allergies, and it is only, I think, August 30th right now, and I'm already starting to feel them. So even after this whole pandemic thing goes away and everything, I think I'm probably going to end up using a lot of masks over time, just because it's going to be, I've never felt better this year since I've been using the masks while I've been outside. And if you guys have issues taking or using any kind of allergy medication, because allergy medicine does not work on me, nor does trying things like drinking bee honey from the local area and things like that. Those things don't work on me. What has worked for me and has allowed me to actually breathe this year has been using Atmoblue, has been using different types of other cloth masks, even allowed me to actually start running, which has been a very difficult thing for me in the past because of the fact that I have to breathe through my mouth instead of my nose. But yeah, I definitely say if you have allergies, if you want to basically make sure that you're using these in total year-round, definitely get additional faceplates if you kind of want to switch them up occasionally. I've switched mine out a couple of times, although out of the colors so far, I think the concrete gray has been my favorite. So again, thank you for watching the videos. I have actually a couple of other Atmoblue videos coming up soon planned for you guys, so definitely make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. By the way, guys, one more thing I'd like to add is if you are going to paint your own mask, a couple of things I wanted to kind of tell you about how I did this part. If you look closely, it's really hard to get all of these holes cleared out. So there is, I think, 11 rows down and something like 25 rows across or something like that. And after you paint it, you kind of have to make sure that you poke every single one of these out. I used a kind of like a tooth cleaning tool, which has a kind of like rubber tip, but also it has a pointy tip on there to actually push through all of these holes and then basically scrub on the inside of here to make sure that these are 100% open when you do it. Another thing also is make sure that you do not get a lot of paint underneath here, because again, that can mess up the actual seal of the Atmoblue. And lastly, I would have to say, make sure that you do not use spray paint that has VOCs in it. There is a type of spray paint or paint that you guys can get, which I think it's called VOC free paint. But make sure that you get that. I cannot stress that enough, because this smelled for an entire month. Even putting it in front of purifiers, putting it outside for an extended amount of time, this smelled for an entire month, and there was still fumes coming off of it after that. So definitely make sure you use VOC free paint when you do this. I cannot stress that enough. So if you guys like it when I do work on these kinds of things and want to see some more of the behind the scenes stuff, I do have an Instagram page which you can find. And pretty much I just post a lot of the weird small things that I do when it comes to either kind of modifying some of my stuff, or like this, which is an Atmoblue filter. I've been kind of working on different ways to test how well the filter actually works. It's been hit or miss. This is 100% sealed, so I can't really use this at all anymore, and it's really hard to get off. I can't actually get this off at all. But again, check out the Instagram. I'll probably post this testing video probably on there, and I'll see you guys soon.